It's June already. Welcome to the summer 2025. Unbelievable. We're going to look at the monthly candlestick charts to see where are the bull markets? Where do we want to invest and have the wind in our back? And I can tell you, I'm going to show you some charts today on the monthlies that will blow your mind. You'll be taking a lot of notes. Interesting things are happening in the markets. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. So we're going to start our journey for the monthly candlestick analysis with gold. And as you can see, this looks pretty good. We're looking at this on the monthly candles. And if you look at what we have seen in the past month in 2025, a massive rally, a blow off top in gold that got us to 3,500 if you remember. And this is the candle, the correction candle we get on a monthly. That's nothing. That shows us the bull market is way stronger with gold than people think. Weakness in gold, buying opportunities. That is what the monthly analysis of gold tells us. Excellent. So let's look at silver. We're not there yet, right? Again, this is the monthly. On the monthly, you see, okay, so we finished the base, but we still need to break 35.50. That's where we need to go. Once that happened, we're going to move super quickly to 40 and then to 50. But there'll be no dynamic happening in silver before we go over 35.50. And you can see on the monthly, this purple line right here, this is 35.40. So this is how significant this is. And as you can see, we hit it twice in March and in April. And then obviously you see the long wick, the correction. I mean, that's the Trump tariffs, April sell-off and everything. Now the uptrend from 2024 intact, you see here on a monthly. So we're going up, that's good. We're still buying silver on weakness, but matter of fact is gold is stronger. The action in silver starts at 35.50. We want to put on some positions, and we'll talk about this in the coming weeks. Before that, and be ready for it. But really, the party hasn't started yet. Now, one market that could start the party is obviously FX, is the dollar. On a monthly, this looks terrible. Let's not kid ourselves. This looks absolutely terrible. As you can see, the monthly is a long-term chart, and you see we broke the sideways trend. We closed below it. We tried to get back in it on the monthly, couldn't do it, closed even lower than we did in April. Oof. Now, we didn't make a new inter-monthly low yet, but this here, this May monthly candle is the confirmation of the breakdown from the sideways trend, which we haven't done ever since this started in 2022. You can see we went below it once, but only intermonthly, and we closed back in it. Not this time. This is bearish. This is the lowest close on the monthly since April 2022. So for 3 years, this is the lowest close of the Dixie in 3 years. And this is why the monthlies are important to look at. I know what you're saying. I'm a trader. I don't need the monthly candlestick charts. You may not need them for the trades, but they will basically show you which directions you want to trade with. And they kind of get rid of a lot of the noise of the dailies, right? Or the 4-hourly charts. You look at this chart, this monthly chart, and tells you all you need to know about the dollar. The dollar looks bad. End of story. So, obviously, that would be good for gold and silver. Now, let's take a look at a couple of more commodities. I get complaints all the time, you don't talk enough about oil. Well, if I show you this monthly candlestick chart right here, why would I talk about oil? On the long side, that is. Look at this. We broke down and closed in April below this super important support zone. This is not new, I've told you this before. What is new? The May candle. What happened is We rebounded. Okay, good. About time. But we were not able to get back in this support zone. Instead, it got sold off. This is what this long wick tells us. So until we get back in the support zone in the month of June, on the monthly candle, oil still doesn't look good. This is not a trade I need to be in. And if we make a low on the monthly, this is where we're going right here, 40, which I've been telling you for a while. That's on my radar. Now, look at this chart of oil on the monthly, and let's look at uranium, which we have jumped on. This is the URA for the uranium minus. You want to see a great chart? This is a great chart on the monthly. Uptrend 2021, intact, check. Broke the downtrend on the monthly, big signal. Check. We are right, as you can see, at this resistance zone here. I would probably draw it, yeah, up to here. There it is. This is the right. So we are right at the resistance zone. This is where we sold off here. You see the little wick, but not bad at all. That's a pretty short wick considering how high up we went in the month of May. And you add April, right, which we started here. Then remember, we sold off right in April. So we did all this in the past 2 months. And this is it, this little wick. That's nothing. You know what that tells me? Nobody is selling their uranium stocks. This is what this tells us. Now, we need to get through this yellow resistance zone. But if we do, boy oh boy, nobody's talking about uranium. Massive upside coming if we go through. If not, high chance we're going to have a correction. Probably could take us back down to this horizontal support zone here. But this is a great support area now. If we go down here, where we also close by have the long-term, ultra long-term from 2020 uptrend, I'm buying uranium stocks hand over fist. I'm not so sure that we're going to get there. So uranium stocks, we want to pay very, very close attention what's happening here in June. There could be a signal revealed to us on the monthly that not a lot of people are paying attention to. And I also want to get into the stock markets real quick. Now, let's start with the triple Qs for the NASDAQ. On the monthly, this has improved a lot. And we have to say, June will be super interesting for the NASDAQ and the high-tech stocks. It looks way better than it did pretty much exactly 2 months ago. Because exactly 2 months ago, we were here, right? We had broken at 2023, the uptrend channel that has been in place since 2023. We get this in the first week basically of April. So we look, basically Armageddon is coming. Where's Bruce Willis when you need him? Well, somehow he put out some Bruce Willis magic. We went up. We followed it up with a strong uptrend candle. And now look where we are. We are basically, in the past month in May, we made the second higher monthly close ever in the NASDAQ. Nobody tells you that. So this is a good sign actually for the tech stocks, right? But we also see this. We are in a zone where in the past we have sold off significantly. You see the long wicks. We went above it and got sold off on a monthly. Went above it, sold off. Went above it, sold off. Even this month in May, went above it, sold off. We didn't go above it by much, but we tried. So this will be interesting, right? This will be interesting. This is not only interesting for, are we going to go above it, but on the monthly, are we selling off? If we don't sell off, or we see by the end of June that the gains are holding, party's on with the tech stocks for the summer. Clearly. Now, let me show you a couple of other markets that nobody's talking about that I really like. One of them, Vietnam. Remember, I've been talking about Vietnam. I've been telling you guys we're breaking out. I think I talked about it in February. We got the April sell-off with the tariffs, but look at this candle we got in May. We have broken the resistance zone on the monthly close. Big time buy signal for the Vietnamese market, okay? This is the highest monthly close since April 2022. So in 3 years, highest monthly close in 3 years. Super signal for Vietnam, bullish on Vietnam. Now we compare this for Thailand, looks terrible. Look at this. Thailand, second worst close since 2020, since the COVID month. This one is rolling over. I really need to learn how to draw a little better. But so I put this drawing in this. I should have made that a little better, but you get my point, right? So this is not, this is a Vietnam specific thing. This is not a regional thing because we see Thailand and it looks a lot worse, right? And last, let's take a look at the DAX in Germany. Woo! Look at this on the monthly. I mean, this is what we call a bull market. Now, to be fair, you have to remember the DAX is pretty small compared to the S&P 500, Euro stocks, these type of markets. So it can be moved easier than some of the bigger markets. But this is super strong. In the month of May, new all-time high close on the monthly. If you are in long side on the German market, you want to stay long. And to end this, let me show you a market that nobody's talking about right now that looks way better than people think. China. Shock, horror. Wilhelmi, what's going on? Tariffs. I thought the Chinese economy is imploding, that we read this everywhere in the press. Well, what do we say in the stock market? Price action tells the truth. This is the Hang Seng index. And look how good this looks. 3-year bottoming formation in the Hang Seng index, officially done in the month of May. We closed above it. Now, it would be nice to confirm it because we closed above it here. But again, higher close in May. Highest close since January 2022. Strong buy signals in the Chinese market. Have an eye on the Chinese stocks. Have an eye on the Vietnamese stocks. 2 markets that look really, really good. Weakness. The DAX, if you want to get in on this, looks great. And in the commodity, uranium, gold, and silver look great. Exactly the markets that we're covering here at Hot Trades of the Day. If you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video, you don't miss these informations that you usually don't get anywhere else. Here, 3 times a week, I gladly present them to you. All we're asking for in return is hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Have a great start to the week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.